Hey guys, I recently purchased this dollhouse. It is called Sweet Home and it just arrived in the mail, so today I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing it and setting up the house itself. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. Be sure to click on the subscribe button down below and the notification bell in the corner to be notified every time I upload a new video. This video is a shopper's gift guide, so shoppers can determine whether or not they'd like to purchase this item. This house is a 3-story house and there's 2 rooms in each level, so it's quite a large item. So all I'm doing right now is removing the plastic and packaging outside, as the pallet that the box is sitting on is quite heavy and I don't want to bring that in the house. So I'll go ahead and remove the straps and remove all of the items so we're able to open the box up. So not only does this set come with the house structure, it also comes with different furniture and accessory items as well, so you're able to decorate the different rooms. So there's a kitchen, there's also a dining table set up with the table and 2 chairs. There's also a seat for the living room and a bed too, with multiple different smaller items as well. So now that we've removed the packaging from the set, I'm just removing all of the items from the main box so we can take a look at all of the different pieces we need in order to build the house. These boxes over here contain the different furniture and accessory items along with the screws you need to build the house, and then all of these larger items here will be the walls and the connectors to the main house itself. So here we have a lot of the items displayed. The boxes are sitting more towards the back and there is pictures on the front of each box, so you know exactly what's in each set. So this first set has the dining table and chairs. There's also a plant and a few kitchen items and accessories too. The second box has the TV and a lot of the items you need for the bathroom as well. And this box over here has a few items for the study room and the bedroom, and it has all of the different screws that you need to connect the house together. And the final box over here has one of the main furniture items a part of the set, and that's the kitchen, along with a few frames too. So now that we've organized the different items, let's go ahead and take a look at the instructions to see what the first step is. So there are a total of 2 pages for instructions. The front side shows an overview of all the different items, and over towards the other side we have the first set of instructions, and as for the second page here, it is double-sided. So let's go ahead and unwrap the different items a part of the set. So this first box has the dining table and chairs and a few different kitchen items as well. So the first item we have here are the accessories, and they're all in one plastic bag so they won't get lost, but it's really great to see a lot of the main furniture items are wrapped so they won't get damaged or scratched while in the box. And then the second box here has the shower, the toilet, the sink, and there's also a few plant items, the TV, and then this is a small little island for the kitchen. This box seems to be a lot more full compared to the first one. There's multiple different furniture items, so the island is the only item that's not covered, but since everything else is, it doesn't really need to be. And this item would definitely have to be the TV. Right next to that there's the toilet, and then the final item right in the bottom of the box is the shower itself. There are hardly any furniture items in this box because the kitchen is one of the larger furniture items a part of the set, but we also have the frames a part of this box too. So the frames have been placed right at the top of the box, and then the final item we have here is the kitchen, and the kitchen looks so gorgeous. I can't wait to style it in the house itself. And I love the detail of both frames as well. So the first one has a lot more design while this one looks like a window. And this final box has a lot of different furniture and accessory items. There's items for the bedroom, the living room, and the study as well. And there's also screws too, so you're able to connect the house together. There's pillows, and there's also the bed over towards the other side as well. A lot of the furniture items in this particular box seem to be made out of a heavy wooden material, which is really great for quality, but it also makes the box quite heavy as well. So the side table is here along with the desk, and then the bed frame as well. They all seem to be made out of that same wooden material. All of the furniture and accessory items have been unwrapped from the packaging, so let's build the house. So here we have all of the items we need for the first step. So we have one side of the house with the open squares, they're meant to be windows, and then we have the different levels, which is meant to be the flooring and the screws too. But if you take a look at this item here, this is meant to be the inside of the house, and then the small square at the bottom is meant to be the window. The design of it is some sort of sticker, and it hasn't been stuck on correctly, so you can see it's all bent on top of it, and even if I try and push down the design, it definitely won't go. So the first step of the instructions say to attach the 3 different planks of wood to this main structure of the set, so there's flooring on each level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to screw the top screw for each piece of wood, and then I'll go ahead and rotate the entire house around, and then I'll attach the screws for the other side. So once I attach the 3rd piece of wood to the main frame and structure, I'll just have to repeat the step over towards the other side so it's all secure and in place. And once we've attached all of those different items, we'll move right along to the next step. And the next step is to add in the wallpaper, and the wallpaper is different for each room. So I just have the house laying by the side, and here we have the first wallpaper being added in, and then I'm going to go ahead and add the other one as well. And there's inlets on both sides and the bottom, so it should stay in place. So it has been a while, and this step took way too long. So the house is laying down towards the side, and I just added one of the frames in. There is a total of 2. There's another one for the other layer, and there's a few screws on the top, and there's also a few at the bottom that you need to attach. It's not completely clicked in place. You can see it doesn't entirely match, but this just took so long just because the holes were so small for the screws that they wouldn't actually go in place. So I actually had to make the holes larger in order for it to work. It took really long, so now I have to try and attempt it for the second level because there's another frame, and let's hope that doesn't take as long. But I will probably have to make the holes larger for this frame as well because it's using the exact same screws. So I'm just attaching the final few screws for the second frame, and it did take a while, not as long as the first one, but I did still have to make the holes larger just so the screws would fit. But I love the style of the frames itself. I love how it separates both the rooms. They look so good, so I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I'm glad they included it in the set, but there must be an easier way to style it and set it up because it took a really long time. So now all I'm doing is attaching the other side of the wall to the house so it looks like a completed house. So we've attached the second wall now, and we have the 3 different levels styled. We're missing the wallpaper on the final level and the roof as well. So let's go ahead and complete those steps. And just before we do add the wallpaper, we do need to add in a few accessories. So over by the study side of the room, we have this cork board, and you had to attach screws at the back so it does stay in place and it definitely won't fall over. And then as for this item, it's double-sided tape so we can add a shelf. And this is such a wonderful accessory item for a room setup. It'll be a really great place to display plants and smaller accessories too. So all we need to do is slide in that back wallpaper to make it look like a room. So the next step is to add in the roof structure so it's able to hold in the roof. So the first item goes behind the wallpaper so you won't be able to see it, and as for the second item, it just sits at the front. So here we have an update as to what the top level looks like. So it's meant to be 2 different rooms. On one side we have the bedroom, and on the other side there's the study, but I'm not actually going to do that, so I'm going to skip a few steps and not add in the barrier so we can have one large room at the top. And you're also meant to screw down the roof as well, but I'm not actually going to do that as well, just so I can get the option to add it or not add it. So I've just placed it there for now, but if I don't want the roof there, I can just remove the item, and if I do, I can place it back like so. But of course, I'll keep all of the extra parts, the screws and the barrier for the 2 rooms in case if I want to style it like the original way it's meant to be styled. So let's add the final few accessories for the setup. So first off, we have the curtain here, and there's an attachment on either side, so it should be able to stay in place. One of my favorite accessory items a part of the set would definitely have to be these plant items. So they attach to the windows, and I like how you can remove them so you can add them over towards a different level. There's a total of 2, so I placed them 1 on either side of the house. And there's a clip at the back, so it does wrap around the window, so it should stay in place. So here we have an overview of the house. It is completely built, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. So this first level is meant to be 2 rooms, as I mentioned before, which is why the wallpaper is different, but I'm so happy with it being one large room. And of course, I can style it as 2 rooms again if I'd like. As for the second level here, one room is slightly smaller than the other because the smaller room is meant to be a bathroom while the other side can be a living room, and I love the frame and how it looks in the setup. And as for the final level, it's pretty even as the sizing of the two different rooms, and this is meant to be the kitchen and dining area. But this house is so amazing, the quality is really great. So in case if you're wondering how long it took to build the house, from removing the different items from the box up until actually building the house and completing it, it took 5.5 hours. So it definitely took quite a while. Those frames definitely took a lot of that time, but I'm so happy with how the house turned out. If you are looking to purchase a dollhouse, I would definitely recommend it. I love how it comes with different furniture and accessories as well. But if you are giving this dollhouse as a gift, I would definitely recommend building the house first before you give it as the gift, because if you give it just in the box, you won't be able to have it completely built straight away. It will definitely take some time. So I will be setting up and reviewing the different furniture items that are a part of the set in a separate video, so stay tuned to see that. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it.